my gosh. It is our 10-year anniversary. And a lot of you have watched us fall in love 10 years ago in my apple ravioli video. And here we are 10 years later. I cannot believe how it's flown.
It goes fast.
It does. It goes really fast. I look at my life like in 20-year increments. I'm 55. 20 more years as we 70. 20 more years as we 90. It just goes so fast. But I'm glad I found you in this quick passing life. A very wise woman once said, choose wisely, treat kindly. And I think we chose wisely. But more importantly, you know, I'm a woman. I get, sometimes. But I do always remember to treat kindly. And, because, and I put in a lot of effort. Well, I try to put in daily efforts to, just do loving things for you, loving gestures, things you like, you really like, I don't know, he likes his hair played with and, like our tickle things, we did a video on that. And I think that's so important because that's just another way I express my love for you. The other night, I was feeling, just very emotional and loving. I don't know. Maybe it was because our 10-year anniversary was approaching and I came downstairs and, it's just very important to, I think it's easier for women to, I don't know, just let life get in the way and kind of go about life.
No, that's that men too.
Oh, it's just really easy to.
You know how many men get caught up in their lives and the women are at home waiting for that. And then he comes home and he's tired and doesn't want to deal with anything. And then she's like, but I waited all day for this. And I think it's both ways. And women are more emotional. Men are more logical, practical, so all they think about is what needs to be done, what needs to be fixed, and, not realizing that the relationship is part of what needs to be maintained.
Yeah. Every day. So, I just feel like I can actually, you're the only person, the only guy I've ever met in my entire life that I could actually honestly say, I will be with him forever. My second boyfriend, he said something like, so do you love me forever? Or something like that. I forget. It made more sense. And I said, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be thinking in 20 years, what's going to be, what type of person I am, but now I can, I do. I can totally see myself with you for the rest of my life. And I was thinking, oh my God, my life would be so different. I would be so lost. Not that I need a man in my life or Markus in my life, but my life just feels so much more safer and I feel more, I don't know, it's just everything.
You fit, like it's the perfect place to be. Like who else is into raw food? And I mean, the thing about her is, obviously I'm into raw food stuff. She's into raw food. What are the odds of that, right? I mean, what are the odds that I would happen to end up with the person that was there that helped start the whole raw food thing? Not just that, but ran the top gourmet raw food restaurant, 3 of them. She is the ground zero core of the whole raw food thing. And here she is making food for me in the kitchen. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Most of the other raw food people out there are hippies. Look, I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. I'm a filmmaker. I like sexy, flashy, fun entertainment. And she loves to dress up. She loves to be sexy. She loves to do all the things that most of the raw foodists don't.
I like to wear makeup. I like to shave.
We like that. Some people may say superficial. We love fashion and glamour and glitzy stuff and fun and sexy and shiny, sparkly, twinkly things. And we look at fashion magazines. Fashion is an art. If you're in great shape, a fashion designer loves to paint on a body. Also being a filmmaker and an artist, I like to put it in really cool environments. And that's why we spent 10 years traveling the world to the most exotic locations, putting you in some great outfits and having a photography experience in some of the best places in the world. So we have memories that can last a lifetime. That's what you're perfect for. I don't know a lot of other people that...
I mean, your ex-girlfriend, you said, I'm looking for somebody who likes to eat raw food and likes to dress sexy and likes to do her hair and makeup. And she said, that doesn't doesn't exist.
Again, a lot of people might see that as superficial, but I mean, come on, women, there's a reason they love to dress up. There's a reason they love to do their hair and makeup, because they love that. And I do too. And it's fun, and guys like it. They appreciate it. It's an art form.
Our first customers before raw food was it was unheard of. But it's so funny. Guess who our first customers were in San Francisco?
The hippies.
The hippies.
Yeah.
And that's when I first actually, because I was coming from Chicago. Oh my gosh, I just met hippies for the first time, and I was enmeshed in them, and I went back to Chicago. I sold my car. I quit wearing makeup. I quit doing my hair. I turned into a hippie. That only lasted 2 weeks. I was like, it wasn't really who I was. And in that same sense about you finding me, I had a lot of hippies in my 20s and 30s that, wanted to just start a relationship with me. They were like in love with me. They're like, oh my God, she's a raw food queen. It doesn't get better than this. They were not what I was looking for. It doesn't mean anybody is wrong or bad for being this way. It just wasn't what I was interested in. I wasn't interested in, hippie guys that kind of had BO and or that didn't shave, or that were kind of soft, which is nothing wrong with that. I gave birth to a soft-spoken young man, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of wanted a manly man, and I found it, but I did want a vegan and raw.
I don't know if I'm a manly man. I don't drive a pickup truck, and I don't have a beard.
Well, you're manly enough for me, and I don't want too manly. Yeah, too manly. You're you're so perfect for me, and I'm so perfect for you. And I've been with men that I wasn't perfect for them. They're like, I don't know. But we have been through so much. I've been through so many, going through menopause and, just stuff like that. I'm not all the time calm, but, like Marilyn Monroe said, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah, let's speak about that. Everybody sees you as this sweet girl. Sweet Cara. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so kind and loving and sweet. That's all they see, because that's all they see on, why show the other stuff? It's not fun. But my God, they see the pussycat. The pussycat is really a tiger. She is the most ferocious tiger in the world. If you ever get her fired up about anything, oh my God. You ever see those superhero comics where somebody has this power and they go, this shockwave shoots out and decimates everything within a half-mile radius? That's her. If she ever gets fired up about something, is be careful. I don't ever
it's called the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh yeah, the perfect cartoon character that would say who she is. It's the Tasmanian Devil. When the cameras are off, she is like like here and here and here. Like I've never seen any. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting stressed out just watching her. I mean, she has to do 20 things at the same time.
He tells me all the time. He's told me for years, slow down. And I'm like, Markus, that's like telling a person who's moved slow all their life, hurry up. It's just how I am, especially coming from the restaurant business.
Your dad ran an Italian restaurant. You were around Italian people. You had some Italian boyfriends. She is more Italian than Italians are. I mean, the word passion is an understatement for her.
Yeah.
She is passionate about, like, I've never heard anybody say, oh my God, more in my life.
Or
like,
Dios mío.
It's like per minute. How many times per minute? It's like the smallest little thing. Oh my God. I'm like, what? And she goes, look at the little speck right here. Like, or
look
I don't
at
know.
the bird.
Look at the little insignificant thing here. That is like, it just sounds like that's what you're getting like riled up about.
I kind of attribute that to my upbringing, because it was so chaotic with 4 children. We were just heathens. And I've dropped that a lot. Well, I don't know. I take it in a lot into my
She's so hyper. I mean, it's like she breaks more glasses.
I just broke 2 yesterday. I broke a picture frame yesterday. You didn't know about this. Trying to get it.
And like every day, I'm down in the editing room and I hear smash, and it's like, oh God, I have to order drinking glasses by the case. Like
I tell him because I'm constantly
She's so
on the
hyper.
go.
I said, you need to learn Tai Chi. You need to like learn to do smooth, slow, graceful moments.
But beautiful thing that I love about you is you can handle it. You don't. You know,
I got you fooled.
Well, I mean, I love that you're like, whatever I do, he loves me. He will never like.
Well, that's true.
And I love that about him. That makes me feel, I mean, any guy can do that, but I want you to do that. I want you to love me no matter what.
I mean, I might be a jittery mess, but I still love you.
Quite a challenge for you throughout the years, and that he loves me. And like, I feel so like honored and just so grateful, that I found this man in my life that I actually adore, and he adores me back no matter what. And same with you. It goes both ways. I look at you sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, he is so endearing. And also, I don't know if I should say this or not, but if he ever does dorky things or if he looks terrible, oh my God, I love him even more. It's just so like, oh my God, I just love you even more. I love you more when you're a mess and you're, at your worst. I love you more than when you look like a rock star, but I love you all the time.
Remember when people said in the beginning, when they first saw our videos, they said this isn't going to last a year or
that was
we'll see you in 5 years.
Oh yeah, let's see you guys in 4 years. But I knew that we would be forever. All my life, like I've said before, marriage, like a lot of little girls dream about their wedding day and marriage, and that was so not on my radar at all. Ever. Even though I respect, the sanction of marriage, it's just not for me. What was on my mind and what I dreamed of since I was a little girl was I wanted a baby. I remember I had my doll and I remember praying to God, please God, turn this into a real baby. I promise I won't tell anybody, please. I mean, I wanted a baby so bad. Not the marriage. And I remember an ex-boyfriend who I adored. It was Valentine's Day, and I saw he was giving me a ring. And I swear, even though I adored him, I'm like, uh-oh, everything just shifted. I'm just allergic to marriage. For me, I thought he was going to ask me to marry him. And I'm like, oh my God, I was just shifted everything. I all of a sudden my feelings for him was like, oh no. A wise lady that does a relationship show on Sirius, she emphasizes the importance of marriage because, you can't leave, you have to work things out. But I don't want to be stuck with something. There's another aspect of marriage why I don't like it, because I don't want to be stuck to someone just because I'm married to them. I mean, if I wanted to leave you, I'm out the door. I don't have to pay lawyers a fortune or this or that, which isn't the only reason I don't believe in marriage for myself. But I did buy myself a wedding ring, though, off of Amazon. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Tell them why.
Well, because I can't believe men out there. I have been, 20 years ago, I was walking in Santa Monica. I dropped my car off, and this good-looking guy was walking too. He goes, come on, let's go for lunch. And I'm like, I have a boyfriend. And he said, I have a girlfriend. And that just irks me. Also, in Whole Foods and stuff, men approach me, and I can't believe I actually, I say no, and I'm actually kind of arguing with them. They're like, why not? Just come on. Well, now all I have to say is, oh, I'm married. I used to say I'm gay, I only like girls, and that would turn them on more. I think the best thing to do is say I'm married. And It hasn't happened yet. I just started wearing this ring about 6 months ago, but I double dare a man to say, oh, well, I'm married too. I would say, this means that why would you want me to cheat? I just think that is so wrong and so disgusting. You guys know what I mean, right?
Well, I see a lot of women are saying in the comments, like, once you get married, the relationship is a lot more real. It's deeper. It has more meaning to it for those people, maybe. But I guarantee you, a lot of people, for them, it's a matter of security. Well, if something happens, I get half of everything.
Yeah, of course. That's
not true.
My friend got divorced, and he was over at the house, and my stepfather wanted to divorce my mother, and he said, guess how much alimony I have to pay my wife? $1. And my stepfather said, I need the name of your attorney. But she only got $1 a month. So that's not a guarantee either. And you were married once.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I just thought that's what you do. And so you experienced
every
marriage.
time married or not, even the last one, I gave them half of everything anyway. It doesn't matter. I just who I am. So that's not the issue. Is when there's no cage that you're in. If the person is with you, they're with you because they want to be with you, and that's more real. They're not forced to be with you. There's no contract. There's no paper. If they leave, it's because they want to. And if they stay, it's because they want to. So if you're together, it's because they want to be with you. And that is real.
Yeah, I just can't imagine life without you. In fact, when I go out with that, not that I'm dependent on you, but when I go out, it's how I've always been. I've been in a 14-year relationship before you, a few years before you. And I remember Thursday night was girls' night out, and I would go out with my girlfriends some Thursday nights. And I would not have a good time. In fact, I have some pictures of me just like this. I'm just so like, my face is like, and all the other girls are smiling. I'm not dependent on a man because I know there's such thing as codependency, but I just enjoy having, another person in my life, a man who I adore as much as he adores me, because it just makes life more beautiful, in my opinion. You want to share life with somebody. And, it just, for me as a woman, I don't know, I don't like going out in the world alone very much, believe it or not.
And we're best friends.
We're best friends.
We're the best.
We are best friends. He is my best, him and my son. But you are my best friend. And I have never loved a non-family member as much as I adore you. I mean, I don't mean to be sappy here, but oh my gosh, I just adore him so much. And sometimes I have heard some people say, oh, you guys are just in it for,
the social media.
Yeah, you're not really together.
We're just acting this out.
I would never waste my life being with somebody for somebody else, I do it because of the way they make me feel. And you make me feel so wonderful.
Look at the pictures of us over 10 years. It's pretty obvious.
I just met the man who is perfect for me. You dress amazing. Oh, that's right. Clothes are always very important to me. I don't know. My father dressed very elegant. He always wore suits and ties.
I miss that. I remember when people used to dress up to go on airplanes. Now it's just sweats and Crocs and
When I was at my lowest, I met this really cool guy. We kind of dated for 4 months. And I remember I went over to his house and I opened his closet and I go, where are your ties? And he pulled out a Looney Tunes tie.
Typical guy.
And I'm like, oh my God, you'll do for now, because we were really perfect at that moment for 4 months. But that was just before I opened my restaurant. But I love the way you dress. You remind me of the other man that I love more than anything, my father. And you remind me so much of my father. You dress like him. You look like him when you're tired. And, that makes me love him even more. That's another reason why I love him. He makes me, you remind me of the most, loved man that I've ever loved before you, my father. He was a wonderful man. But anyways, this is our 10-year anniversary. And guess what? in a blink of an eye, we're going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary.
I know. It goes fast. It really goes fast. So appreciate the people in your life, because you don't know anything can happen at any time, and you just got to appreciate the gifts in your life. And
I know you would be so lost without me as well. I could never do that to you, even if I wanted to.
I'd be so lonely. It'd be a big emptiness in my life.
So yeah, I just
find a best friend.
Yeah.
That's more important than anything. It's like, don't do it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and nothing against marriage. You know, I have best friends that are married, and it's a lovely relationship.
That doesn't mean it's deep and it's real. People still cheat. People still do secret things. You know, you and I are we're I feel like brother and sister, best pal, buddy. I mean, we're everything.
Yes, yes. We encompass it all, and find somebody like that, and you will be so just satisfied with life. So I just wanted to share our 10-year anniversary with you, since many of you saw us falling in love 10 years ago. So, hello.
Hello. You know, the important things in life, it's not the money you make, it's the company you keep and how they make you feel. Because that energy is what inspires you or kills you. And if you're with the right person, you know. And if you're not, you know. You just have to have the courage to find the right one and say no to the wrong ones. And if you find the right chemistry, magic happens. The world starts to change. People get inspired by that. So find someone that you can create magic with. Someone that will not only change your world and you change theirs, but by people watching you, being inspired by that, it helps this energy ripple out that helps heal the world in general. Show people what really matters in life. And this is what matters in mine.
And vice versa.